Boots on the ground, putting it down, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D. I host The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device. Thank you very, very much. No matter where you are in this wonderful world of ours, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, my friends. I hope you had a great, great trading week. Most of our uranium stocks were up for the week. It could have been up anywhere from 5 to 12% or so. Some were up 3-4%. We were up for the week for the most part. So it was a good week, right? But we did have some late breaking news, my friends, that I think you should be aware of. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this, guys. This is right at the feet of Putin. And I'm going to tell you to why this. I've written about this now for years, and we'll talk about it here in a second. You know, the scoop is for your education, your entertainment, and your information only. I'm not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor, my friends. I'm a researcher, put in black and white. You can go to Amazon.com, you get the audiobook, paperback book, or the ebooks, one of which we're going to talk about here in a second. But this potential supply disruption in American enriched uranium is real, because there's a lot of chatter about it. Where there's smoke, there's fire, guys. And you've got big organizations, SPROTT, hands are tied. UEC's been talking about it. Amaranati's been talking about it. America's uranium professor, John Quay's been talking about it. Everybody's been talking about it, guys. And it is really something that we all have to be mindful of. Even though these reactors and these uranium, they have uranium for these nuclear reactors. They have enough uranium for 2-3 years or what have you. But that supply chain, guys, is pretty fragile. We talked about it before. I've been talking about it for years. I didn't talk about it. I had to write about it because you wouldn't believe I talked about it. Put it out there, right? That's just the way it is, man. That's the way I operate. But shout out to Javier. Check your Valdez. Check your email. You should have those two copies in there. Michael, Twitter. Check your email. Shout out to Glenn, whoever. Glenn, you should receive your renewing. Shout out to you and several others. I don't want to get. I just want to make this pretty brief here because I'm gonna have a quick day here today, guys. But in this book, you guys remember this? Marijuana today, vanadium and uranium tomorrow. Companies that get in early, hold, and grow rich. That's marijuana today, vanadium, and uranium tomorrow. Companies that get in early, hold, and grow rich. This little mini book right here, guys, where I put those companies in there that I want you to follow, those baby knockouts. What are baby knockouts? They're companies that we get into early. They have that something special about them. They're usually under a quarter, and we get in and we take them for the ride, guys. I've been doing this since the .coms, and it's a fun way and it's an easy way to make some money. I don't, you guys. During the when we were running up with the marijuana stocks up there in Canada, you guys made a lot of money. You guys made a lot of money on these Bitcoin stocks. Some of you have done very well. Congratulations on you. But if you read this little book here, right? This little book here, guys. What does in chapter chapter 3 that we're talking about the Japanese startups and driving the price up of uranium. That's happening now. Remember, this is 3-4 years ago, guys. This is not yesterday. So we're talking about the Japanese, right? So you know all this stuff that's happening right now. Where does Russia fit in? We talked about Russia. We talked about the supply chain and the fuel cycle and everything. We talked a little bit about that and the nuclear plants that they had. And one thing that I was harping on is, will the U.S. have enough uranium? How will they get it? And I had a little chart in there that shows you where they're getting their uranium from. A lot from Russia and Kazatomprom. They're in Kazakhstan, where you guys seem to love that area there. But there's unrest there too. But we concluded that it wouldn't be a stretch for America to beg Russia for uranium just to keep the lights on. Now, my friends, what's going on right now? Once again, I lay at the feet of Putin. This is Putin's war. And we are, with our purchases of uranium from Putin, we are basically financing his war. Now, sooner or later, Russia's going to decide, well, we don't want to do that with America. And there are laws out there where, the U.S. Congress has, senators and everybody, well, not the senators, but the House has said, hey, we don't want to buy things coming over here on the ship and all that stuff. So it's illegal to even bring that stuff over here anyway. So I think what's happening now is, Canada, America, I'm in America. We're going to really have to depend on our partners in business here. Canada, we're going to have to depend on Africa uranium. We're going to have to depend on uranium from Australia, our friends down there, down under. They have the capability of stepping up. Canada has the capability of stepping up. America, we're just gonna have to work together because this is so delicate here that in 3 years or so, when this uranium is and they don't have any long-term contracts, which they're getting right now, but and the prices are going up, guys. There's $60, $50, $60, $70 is where these long-term contracts are being signed. They're not at $35 and $40 anymore. They're up. Things are happening. And a lot of these companies are putting it in overdrive right now. Some have been out there marketing their companies forever, but they haven't found anything. And in the newsletter, and if you want the newsletter, guys, just follow the description area. I did tell you those companies that we believe are going to zero, which were 4 companies mentioned. If they do not come up with any kind of discovery or anything, guys, there's really no hope for these companies. They're just going to have their hands out getting money, and you and I are just going to be giving them money forever. That's what's been happening for years and years and years, guys. But we're going with those quality companies that already have something. They already have a discovery. They were prior proven teams that have done it before. That reminds me, I didn't send out an alert or anything, guys, on Deep Yellow right now with John Borshoff, but at 40 cents USD, reevaluate and accumulate. This is a bear market. Everybody's being hit, but there are some stocks out there, guys, uranium stocks that look really, really good at these levels. So it's something to look at. Like I said, hey, what's going to happen with uranium? It's going to be happy day. It's going to go down, guys. I don't mean go down. I mean it's going to go down if shipments are not made to America and are not made to the West. And when I was in the Navy, guys, and I was haze gray and underway on one of those warships way out there. I was on water, guys, for months and months and months because I was on one of those carriers that we were nuked up, to say that's the kind of fuel, we could go out there, we could do our thing for a very, very long time, but you have to refuel also with those guys. Anyway, that us being not getting shipments in any type of threat like that is pretty much could be considered an act of war. If we were to blockade areas and not let things come in or out of that area, well, that's pretty much that's bad news, guys. Now, I don't know how this is going to be worked out. I don't know if America will receive shipments or Canada or whoever will receive shipments in days, months, weeks, years. I don't know. Who knows? But it's not looking good. It's looking good for investment wise, because that's another technical and the fundamental straws are there, but the technical breakthroughs and the fundamental breakthroughs right now are just like wild. charts aren't looking that good. The technicals aren't looking that good. But the fundamentals in this game, guys, are just beating us across the head daily. I mean, they're so good, guys. They're so good that you just have to, like I said a couple years ago, you got to really just plug your nose at these levels. And if you're not in yet, you got to plug your nose, guys, and get in some of these stocks because they're super. You think they're low. Have you guys seen the gold and silver, baby? Not, oh, good grief. We're going to have Lawrence Stripling on. Lawrence's book, I had it earlier, but his book, let me, hold on one second here. Hold on. Lawrence is the author of this Silver Basics for New Investors, Lawrence Stripling here. This book right here, guys, has a lot of good information in it. We'll be talking to him and seeing what he's been doing lately. We always want to hear from our experts, and we will definitely hear from him. He's been managing his money well, and we'll see how that pops up there, and see he can give us some tips and some ideas of what we can do also, guys. Guys, it's been fun. Love you. God bless you. If I don't talk to you until next week, you have a safe weekend. No drinking and driving. You know the drill. Be safe, you and your family. For you that have given moms a shout out from her aneurysm and her brain surgery, she's doing well. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family.